To some breaking news coming in now, and US President-elect Donald Trump will not be jailed for covering up hush money payments to an adult film star. These images you're about to see are live from outside the courtroom. The New York judge who oversaw the trial announced a no penalty sentence, meaning no jail and no fine. Speaking at the sentencing, Trump said the case has been a, quote, terrible experience. Trump is the first person convicted of a felony to assume the presidency. DW correspondent Benjamin Alvarez-Gruber is following this case for us. He joins us from Washington. Benjamin, this was largely expected, wasn't it?
That's right. It was largely expected, but there's still a lot to unpack from this hearing that is now over, that lasted a little bit more than half an hour. The prosecutor of this closing statement told the court that Donald Trump's attack on the court and also the criminal justice system had an impact far beyond the courtroom. He also spent much of his statement condemning Trump's behavior before, during, and after the trial. He accused Trump of enduring damage to the public perception of the criminal justice system. According to prosecutor Joshua Steinglass, he also said that Trump launched what he called a coordinated campaign to undermine the legitimacy of the trial. He also said that members of the court and prosecutor staff were subjected to threats. The defense attorney is sad, as you already said, that it's a sad day for Trump, his family, friends, and the court. And also Trump accused said that it's a sad day for the court, calling this, as you already said, a terrible experience. The judge closed this, sentencing him to an unconditional discharge, as you said, meaning that Donald Trump, who will return to the White House, will face no jail time, will also not need to pay a fine. And the final words of the judge was, "Sir, I wish you Godspeed as you pursue your second term, in office." So really not expected here, but of course we can expect that his legal team will try to do everything against this sentencing, now that his legal team managed to postpone several times, but where the Supreme Court also in this last-minute appeal by the legal Trumpsets declined and said that this must go ahead anyways.
Yeah, so no jail and no fine in this case. Trump will soon be president again, though, as you say. Will that, Benjamin, give him any authority or scope to simply change this outcome in some way?
So this is also what we said before, that even without a punishment for Trump, that sentencing a former president and soon a sitting president again marks indeed an unprecedented moment in U.S. history, because he will return in 10 days, even though under New York law this ruling cannot be appealed. But that doesn't mean that he and his legal team will try to do so. Let's remember that Trump called this case a disgrace, repeatedly used the word witch hunt to refer not only to this case but also to other cases. And here, with his last minute appeal, last hour appeal basically, until the Supreme Court said, with conservative justices also joining liberal justices to deny this request by his legal team. But of course, his team will try to do everything to appeal this, because having a convicted felon returning to the White House is not a term that his team, of course, wants to have. So we can expect that there will be some movement from his legal team there that tried to postpone it and tried also to appeal to the Supreme Court, saying that also a president-elect has immunity and not just a president, but that was something that the Supreme Court declined. So we can expect some more reactions. But remember that Donald Trump was not in Manhattan, but he appeared virtually from Mar-a-Lago in Florida, where we heard these words. And we can expect also that there will be some protests of those supporting it, also endorsing what Donald Trump has been saying, that this was a witch hunt. So not really a surprise from the court in Manhattan, meaning no jail time for Donald Trump, also no need to pay a fine.
Benjamin Alvarez-Gruber in Washington, D.C. Many thanks.